back with Pokemon. Ay, ay, ay. It's been forever. Mostly because I lost my cartridge, but I found it again. Ay, ay, ay. Got 8 gym badges. Time is 36 hours. Previously on your quest, managed to get out of Victory Road after wandering about. Just gonna recap entering and exiting Victory Road many times. Departed from the Pokemon League for the next destination. Managed to get out of Victory Road after wandering about. Like, even the game is being a little bit condescending about like what I've been doing. Departed from the Pokemon League for the next destination. Oh, 1 second, BRB. My family's at the door. No. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Oh, my lord. But we continue. We keep it moving. Alright. Where was I? Okay. At least Yuki and Palma are doing alright. Item... Palma's good enough to fight on her own right now, right? Why should I have Confusion instead of Psychic? Okay, whatever, I can fix that immediately. Just 1 second. I'm gonna make this a lot easier. Just gonna give her Psychic and then, boost this. Like, she survived long enough for me to give it to her if I haven't already. Nope, I have not. Giving it to anyone else. Palma wants to learn Psychic, and she's gonna need it for, like, literally everything. Get rid of Confusion. There we go. Alright, time to train her. But I am going to go into a different place, because, what's it called? Wait, what item does, okay, Morpheus has leftovers, and I'm assuming Palma has the experience share, but we're taking that off of her. Because we just taught her Psychic, so we can now start grinding Millennium. Just, 1 second. There we go. But I've got an idea. I'm just gonna go to, what's it called? I'm gonna see how much... Well, I already know how much experience this gives me, so, never mind. 1 second, I need to actually go back into the Indigo Plateau. I need to get out a flyer real quick. Unfortunately, I cannot be using a flyer during this Elite Four because that would be a nightmare. But Mitch has his uses. I'm just gonna say that. There we go. Alright, let us fly. I am just going to go to what's it called? I'm gonna go to Celadon City. Enough of the seriousness for 1 second. Let's do this right. Well, actually, there are a few... I'm gonna need to do a little bit of scouting out to, like, see who I can fight this way, because, what's it called? Palma fighting directly isn't exactly my best course of action, but it's, like, my only course of action at this point. You know what I mean? Like... I'm just gonna do the classic fight these guys. VA Seeker, where is it? There we go. So many of them. I spike cannon over quick. Yeah, we already know. I'm not gonna take the time to read. I just need to level these guys up. Like, because they're trainer Pokemon, even though they're kind of low level, they will give me about the same amount as what's it called? Doing a wild battle. I figure. Like, it'll pay dividends. No, I do not want agility. What the heck? No. Mankey. Nope, not switching out. Psychic works on literally everything here. Palma is extremely fast. So I'm just gonna bank on that. And hope I track the bikers with stronger Pokemon, my goodness. I'm just gonna be running back and forth between the Pokemon Center a lot during all this, but I should be fine. Like, I'm sorry I'm a little bit exasperated, but I had to kind of scramble to get this all set up. Sorry. Mankey. This is going a lot smoother than it... what's it called was. I probably shouldn't have given Palma Psychic over Confusion, like, it... Right there. Like, that's a little bit of a mistake, I think. But, it's fine. Like, I'll just deal with it. It'll guarantee that she doesn't die, like, fighting these guys and stuff. Because, some of these guys have poison types, but I'm gonna try and circumvent that by just going faster than them. Hopefully. It being, like, overpowering them. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Hideo. We're gonna be fighting Kojima a lot. Anyway, there we go. Now I can just go back to the Pokemon Center. Like, 9 minutes in, we've already got a level. That's pretty sweet. And, like, we're almost about to get another one. Soon these trainers will level up the more I fight them. Eventually, but right now, they're good fodder. They certainly are good fodder. They have absolutely nothing on me at the moment. 1 second, gotta disable the preview, because things are going a little bit nuts on the kilobits per second uploads. Yada yada. You guys get the drill at this point. I said this was gonna be a chill stream, but I'm like... I'm like panicking and like trying to hurry as fast as possible. Good, the wheezing's back. It's an easy 600 points right there. Like, with the VS Seeker, I can actually kind of control what I'm up against. No, not Reflect! Oh, thank goodness it used Smoke Screen. It's stupid. Thank you. You know what? I need to remedy that before I kill Palma. 1 second. Kaboom. I'm also gonna get a little bit of money from this, so it's gonna help out a little bit. But, here's a little bit something that you don't normally do unless you're playing a Nuzlocke, because it doesn't really matter. But there you go. Alright. Now Psychic is our primary move. And they can just spam it. Cameron. I will be going back to the Pokemon Center every single time because of what I'm doing here, but... hopefully it'll help out. Like, certainly this will be getting me a little bit more experience than that cave will. Like, there are a lot weaker Pokemon here at the moment because these guys really haven't leveled. Because I've only fought them like once, but... well, a little bit more than that, but you get the point. Some of them have good Pokemon. Honestly. And like, at least they're consistent, and at least I can handle them rapid fire. Look at Palma's smug face. I wonder what face all the other faces are making at the moment, but that one certainly knows what it's doing. Either that or it's stoned off its own leaves. Although it's palm treat, like, can palm be made into an illicit drug? Like, really weird question, but that face makes me ask that question. Oh my lord. Because I know you can use oil to, like, make candy bars and stuff, but... can you go a little bit further with that? Ugh. That weird line of thought right there. But I mean... seriously. Don't have to worry about getting demonetized. Might as well have that line of thought. I mean, no one's around to answer yet, so like I'm just left to ponder that myself. Ay, ay, ay. But I don't know, what else can I ponder? Like, at the moment, we're not progressing through any story or anything. We're not doing any reading. We're not doing anything. Like, the mysteries of the universe can be unraveled in this play session. Like, if I'm left alone long enough. My goodness. Thank goodness they, what's it called, like, keep holding up their hand when you've got them. Like, it was kind of hard to, what's it called? like, see who you've activated afterwards. Like, I think some of the games, like, later in the series, I'm pretty sure that they didn't actually raise their hand in all the ones with the VS Seeker in it. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. Well, no one's here to correct me if I'm wrong. But, like, they make it kind of obvious here. Certainly. Well, actually, no, wait. I think they actually jump up and down in later ones. So, never mind that. They make it even more obvious. In fact, but, like... why'd they take the VS Seeker out? Like, I've never understood that. Like, why can't you just have a dedicated rematch button for trainers? Like in this game. Like, it's actually a quality of life thing. Like, nowadays you're lucky if, like, you got a phone system, like Pokegear or something, that gives you access to some of them randomly. And they may or may not have leveled up. And they are, like, a static level, most of them. You know what I mean? What do you want? Sorry, I had to say it out loud. But I actually kind of hate not having the VS Seeker. Like, so that's one thing that the original... well, at least Gen 3 did better than, like, most of what happened afterwards. Seriously. I mean, Gen 4 also had the VS Seeker, so that was fine. That's pretty much it, though. I mean, I think it was... no, it wasn't in, what's it called? Actually, it was not in, Gen 5, never mind. Like, Black and White did not have a VS Seeker. I think that's when they bucked the trend. Which is a real shame, seriously. It's so much... I mean... like... that was when they started to make it so, like, experience was really easy to come across. And, like, you can get it... Like, you couldn't quite... In Gen 5, you couldn't quite get it from, what's it called? Couldn't quite get it from... I've already lost my train of thought. Let me try to find it. Couldn't quite rematch trainers, but, what's it called? I mean, you couldn't... No, wait. Oh, you couldn't get it from, just catching Pokemon like you can nowadays. But, Black and White... for all the faults in its game, it's the only Pokemon game in the series that actually has a hard mode. Like, if you want the trainers to be a lot harder, they will be. You know what I mean? And, it also had dedicated places where they would have, like, really high-level trainers. Like, it had the football field and the baseball field and stuff like that. And it had, what's it called? It had a ton of options. Like, it had the, that weird dream minigame thing that allowed you to just send your friends extra experience. And stuff like that. They're experimenting with ways to hold your hand at that point. It hadn't gotten too bad, but it was starting to get a little bit handholdy at that point. But then Gen 6 came around, and then they just started... what's it called thing? They started... I think that was Gen 6 X and Y, because, like, that's when they started just giving you the experience share from the beginning of the game, and making it so every Pokemon gains experience, like, at all times, without it actually splitting it up. Like, seriously. Nuzlocke challenge, huh? Yes, yes indeed. Ay, ay, ay. Like, I've already beat most of the game, but I'm at the Elite Four at this point, basically. Like, but like all my good team members died to what's his name, to Blue, so I have to level up new ones, unfortunately. Like, I've turned off animations. I've put Psychic on the front lines. I've done, like, literally everything I can to mitigate everything. Really. But I still have some Pokemon that are in the 30s at this point. And I'm gonna need them at like 56 before like anything. Like, Palma's getting up there. Like, thank goodness that this route right here has just a ton of trainers that use poison and what's it called, fighting Pokemon, but When I get to other Pokemon down the line, it's going to be a little bit harder because I've got a rock Pokemon, an ice Pokemon, and a fire Pokemon that need to level up. I've got the fire Pokemon on the experience share to mitigate that, but I cannot train them like by normal means in any case. I mean, Ponyta doesn't actually need it. Like, I should probably equip the experience share now that it's evolved into Rapidash to what's his name, to Damio Dome, because he's not going to stand a chance against fighting type Pokemon. But plain and simple. Trying to learn Fury Attack. Is it better than anything I've got? No, it is not. Get rid of that. My goodness. But how much, what's it called? Samurai Poma. How much PP does she have? She's got one left. Okay. It's perfectly fine, but now that Millennium's evolved, I need to put that on Klondike, because Klondike is lagging behind the most. Red, blue, yellow, green, green, gold, silver, crystal, ruby, sapphire, emerald, fire, red, leaf green, diamond, pearl, heart gold, soul silver, black and white 2, X and Y, or S, sun and moon, ultra sun and moon. Yeah, you've got it down pretty much. Weird. Wouldn't have pegged you to have known all that, but yes. Right now I'm playing Leaf Green. So, Generation 3 remake of Pokemon Green. Essentially. And I have to switch out because I am out. What's it called? Usable Psychics! So I'm gonna have to switch to Morpheus and hope that he can one-shot a Mankey. Yes, he can. Thank goodness. I certainly cannot train Morpheus here because he's got a slow experience gain to start out with, and these Pokemon are way too low in comparison to him. Like, grinding Morpheus here would take forever. Seriously. So I'm not going to do that here, but Palma is fast because she's grass, so I might as well level up everyone else on her coattails. Here. Like, so far I'm not doing too bad. It's only been 24 minutes and I've already gotten like 3 levels out of the stream. So I'm doing alright. But just a little bit on the... Like, come on, go do this. Come on, this needs to be faster side of things. You know what I mean? Anyway, what's it called? I mean, there are other places I can go for this. What do I have for select? There we go. Like, since I'm just going to be using Palma, I could technically go to, what's it called? The hot spring and get this done even faster, I just thought of. Like, I've got a feeling of deja vu from what I've been... from running around all over the region, but... now that I think about this, like, that might be optimal. Like, hanging about the hot spring, because that... can get me a bunch of karate masters. Like, if I go to one island. There we go. There might be a better space to grind on 3 island, debatably, but one island's the only one that has a hot spring. So I have to take that into consideration. Certainly. Not gonna be fighting that picnicker, I'm gonna be fighting the Karate Master specifically. Ponyta would not be good for Pulma to fight, but... screw it. I've got Psychic, and Ponyta isn't really that strong. Like, it's only Rapidash that would be a concern at that level. And it's just a little bit more experience. Geodude. Once again, something Pulma can handle. I've got Solar Beam. It can still self-destruct, but it's puny. Anyway, where's my water? I'm gonna need to buy a ton more of these on what's it called, 2 Island. Like, honestly. But, thank goodness I don't really need to do anything more than, what's it called? Fight the fighting type guys here. Because I know some of them have, like, Pokemon, like the Picnickers, for example, they've got, like, Ponyta and stuff like that. And that would eventually be a Rapidash, and that would be horrible. But Pulma's got, it's just these 3 that I'm gonna need to deal with. She got these guys in the bag, though, I believe in her. Can I make the text purple? Like, I haven't actually looked at that. I mean, I would hope I can. Like, I've always... Like... Or maybe I can't. Like, that's the problem I've had with this game. Like... It's always in a bright red. It's like... It's not very pleasing to look at. Like, it's not exactly a good-looking red. And we go back to the fresh water. Water my plant! There we go. Every morning for breakfast. Oh yeah, I already... what's it called? But we already know this guy is Blackbeard. But these guys got stronger fighting Pokemon. So at least Pulma's good for this. And literally, the second I'm done with this, I can just go back in. These guys are guaranteed to at least have 1 evolved Pokemon as well, so... Yeah, this is basically just Victory Road, but guaranteed fighting Pokemon. Essentially, this is way better. And with a healing spot, like, right there. To regain everything. So I'm going to be doing that. Perfectly warm, exquisite, refreshed. There we go. Nope. The only thing you can change is text speed and the frame, of course, which I've changed to Dolphin Purple. You can get all these guys on the screen. 1 second. There we go. Yeah, it's just 2 Karate Masters, but that's perfectly fine. Well, actually, I don't want to be doing double battles during this. Like, I've got people hooked up to the experience share. That would just take forever. Like, why waste time trying to level up the bikers when... these guys are already leveled. You know what I mean? Like, they're 36, and that was like what I was running into in the cave, almost. Why me? Because... we're gonna be seeing a lot of Machop and... I mean, Machop and Machoke, but at least we're gonna be fighting them one after the other. Alright, bring out the Machoke, and we're good. Like, Psychic is one of the best moves in the game, thank goodness. So I don't have to worry too much about that. In fact, like... I probably shouldn't have ran inside to heal. Like, that's just a waste of time. Not the time to use that, I know. Like, the only problem with this hot spring is I can't use the bike inside of it. So I have to run all the way. But it's better than biking all the way to a Pokemon Center and then walking. Saves a lot more time. Okay, good. We got all of them. Nope. Almost went swimming, though. That's not what I want to do. I'm not training like that guy down there that we keep, like, destroying his Pokemon. No. We're training the cheap, grindy way. I believe that people that fight in the double battles level up faster, though. So I do need to take that into consideration. Unfortunately. But if I don't get all of them in one go, I can just re-up on the VS Seeker. I don't need to run back inside to heal again. Like, Psychic has 10 PP. So I don't really need to worry too much. In all honesty. It's nice that I stopped them like, right next to each other. It's a little bit hard to do. Take a sip of water and we keep it moving. Hey, Daddy. Machoke. Why did I say that? It's just a little bit compulsive. Like, same with the almost reading the text over and over again. Like, that would get annoying. I know seeing the text over and over again is already extremely annoying, but I'm trying to skip past it as fast as possible. Hopefully I level up before these guys do, though. That's one of my main concerns. Because regardless if I, what's it called or not? Alright, we're starting to make progress. But, no. Horrible. No. Stop learning takedown. Yeah, there we go. Learn Ice Beam, not takedown. That would be way better. But as long as I don't get all three of them in one go, I can theoretically do 2 runs at once. So I'm really banking on that. Or at least trying to. Oh, by the way, I'm finally streaming this, what's it called, 1080p. At least, it's 1080p on my end. Like, the resolution at the very least. Like, I know it's still, like, at 720p, like, the stream itself, but 1080p on my screen. So, like, even though it's not gonna say 1080p source, Because my computer is streaming this at a different, what's it called, at least it won't look like a blurry mess. You know what I mean? It will look less like a blurry mess. At least that's what I'm hoping. But my computer can handle it coming in at 1080p though. Thank goodness. Now. It couldn't handle Pokemon coming in at that for some reason. I know it's like fake 1080p, but still it's slightly better than whatever Pokemon's base resolution is, like 240, like seriously, what the heck? And it doesn't look stretched either. Like, I know that's kind of Pokemon being Pokemon, because, like, it was designed to... not exactly to stretch. Thank goodness I'm not playing an actual, like, original Game Boy game, though. That had even worse, what's it called? Screen problems. Like, what's it called? Like, resolution problems. Like, my goodness. Like, remember Harry Potter, like, Chamber of Secrets and, Sorcerer's Stone on the Game Boy? Like, the Game Boy Color? Like, last time I played a Game Boy Color game on this, oh my lord. That looked terrible. Even on the Game Boy itself, you had to stretch the screen with jank. The lowest resolution possible. And like, you really stretched out the sprites if you didn't adhere to that. Like, it was ridiculous. Got them all. Good. Kind of. I wish that happened on a second attempt, but so be it. I need to either get them all on the first try or the second try to maximize efficiency in this endeavor. But they're only 10 levels lower at this point, so they're gonna be given a fine amount of experience. So don't need to worry about that. I might go to the other islands just for a little bit of variety eventually, but for now I am not. Well, actually, I can't go to the other islands for variety because like they've got water types and grass types. Like, I can't deal with that. Well, technically I can deal with that. I've got Millennium. But you kind of know what I mean. Like, once Palma's done, I will go there for a while with Millennium, I guess. Because there's plenty of grass types on 3 Island that I could take advantage of. Like, I'm pretty sure someone even has a Victory Bell. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like, it's either a bunch of Weeping Bells or a bunch of Weeping Bells and a Victory Bell that the trainers over there have, and that definitely would help. On the, what's it called, side of things. On the side of both EVs, because, what's it called? I need speed and special attack, especially, and, like, fighting all these Mankeys, I know I'm getting a bunch of just physical attack. So it's only gonna make Egg Bomb really more powerful. And fighting all these Mankeys with Palma, so I might need to, when she gets to level 50, do a little bit of, the slaughtering of 3 Island whelps. Or maybe when she gets to 48, because I'm all over the place. I want variety. Like, seriously. I've been in these same places like a billion times. during all these streams, and even though I've taken a very long hiatus from this, still. You know what I mean? I know it sounds like I'm complaining a lot this entire stream, and I kind of am. I really just want to get to this over with. All over again. What are you gonna do? Oh my lord. What's it called? Keep getting messages. I'm actually gonna check that since this is a chill stream. Nope, it's just Twitter. Okay. Just gonna completely ignore that. Get a lot of random notifications from Twitter because... Twitter's been a little bit weird for me. Recently, like... They forgot to... Like... The necessary information to send me messages for some reason. Like, it just... I didn't press anything, I didn't delete anything, I didn't private my account, I didn't do, like, anything, but it just, like... Stop sending me notifications. It was weird. My goodness. Are these guys ever going to level? Because if not, I got a Kingler I can use, what's it called on? Solar Beam. My goodness. I mean, that's a little bit dangerous because it's got Vice Grip, but it's a Kingler. It will give like 1,000 experience each time. But like, we're almost done with this island. We've leveled Egg Bomb, now we shall level... what's it called? Solar Beam, and Psychic, and potentially Bullet Seed, because... I don't have a lot of... Grass-type moves other than Solar Beam that I could teach this thing. But I believe I still have Bullet Seed, if I remember correctly. And that will help out with, what's it called? What'd you miss? Just a little bit of training. Not much else. Like, I started with the biker gang again, and decided that here would be a little bit better. Like, the 3 island and, 1 island. Streams being a little bit jumpy. What's it called? That's not on my end. You might want to reload, but welcome, Wisp. Just welcome anyway. But I have no notifications, so you're gonna reload. Okay, thank you. See you then. Is she ever gonna come down? Yeah, there we go. What the heck? She actually decided to take a break real briefly. This guy wants to fight no matter what. This guy's got cruising for a bruising, my dudes. Specifically, swimming around the islands 3 times a day for a bruising. My goodness. Glad I took Poma off the experience share. Though, because, like, seriously. The gasp. Okay, here we go. Nope. Nothing in the rocks. I forgot that I've already been here. Just very briefly. Okay, that didn't fix anything. What? It's odd. Maybe you can mess around with the source then? I don't know. Seems to be working now. Oh, okay, got it. Sorry. But anyway, welcome. Like, we're back at it. We're back in business. I think I'm gonna go back to what's it called? To 3 Island. If I'm gonna be grinding Palma, as I've been saying, like, that would be a better spot for it. I really need to switch out for that because that is dangerous. Now Damio Do can finally do something. Quality option has auto or 720p. I'm only streaming in 720p and it has no other options. That's odd. But okay then. Wow. Damio's very powerful. Do not underestimate the dome. Also, sorry for being late. No problem whatsoever. It's perfectly fine. Like, I'm just in the middle of trying to find the best place to grind for now. But like at this point, I know I'm stuck with the islands. Because like there's no other better place to be grinding. But now that I'm specifically working on Palma, I have the option of 3 Island. Whoops! Kept clicking a little bit too much. Now we're back at Vermilion City. Sorry about that. But going to 3 Island. Because I remember in the ocean there is a Kingler, and right next to that is a Bellsprout. And I mean, like, Weeping Bells. Stuff like that. But I know that the hot spring is there, but I need to worry a little bit about EVs. Just a little bit. You know what I mean? I know I'm gonna run into a few wild Pokemon on the way, but I don't really care. Cool, yeah. I know it's not gonna do much, but having the proper EVs might actually be the difference between life and death at this point. At the same time. Because... what's it called? Ton of victory. I mean, Weeping Bells here, which is very good because like, just running around in the grass also gives me the option to have something I'm super effective against that gives a ton of experience. And the right EVs. Because doing all those fighting Pokemon, that's taking a little bit of a toll. Like, that's gotten Palma to be level up mostly in attack, and that's only good for Egg Bomb. One thing is for certain, this lady has a Bulbasaur and I believe Ivysaurs? Hopefully, and those give a decent amount of experience. And they're poison types as well, so Palma can deal with them. And so could Millennium on the way back. Because what's it called? Millennium's a fire type, of course. And finally, Millennium is a Rapidash, so it doesn't really have to worry about anything. You know what I mean? But, anyway, hello. Anything in particular you want to talk about at the moment? It's been a while since I've done a totally chilled stream with absolutely no focus whatsoever, except for basically the gameplay footage being mostly a background thing. But our last Pokemon should have been Venusaur. Yeah, I know, right? But unfortunately, they don't want to help me out with that too much. Barrier isn't fully charged. Yep, I kind of figured. That certainly would have helped with grinding at the very least. Try to fix your PayPal again, might be fixed out. You don't know. Well, that's good that it might be. But you've been having problems with that for way too long. Like, technology is no one's friend, as I've said many times, but that's just not right that you haven't had access to, like, your commissions in, like, forever. Wish it would show you how much you currently have. Yeah, I know. But it's good to hear that you're making some progress at the very least. But anyway, 3 Island is good for this Kingler in particular. Look at all the experience right there. And it's a water Pokemon, so, what's it called? Thanks for that again. Yeah, I guess so. But, are we to battle again? Darn it, accidentally compulsively read. Like, the whole reason I'm not reading is because like, we're gonna be seeing this text like a million times. And I probably should have lined it up so I could also get the tuber, but that is something to worry about next time. Right now, I just need to worry about getting back. And switching back and forth between Pulma and... what's his name? Millennium. But we've almost gotten Pulma to 50 somehow. But my goodness. And Klondike is getting up there, even though... we're not actually seeing it because I'm not having Klondike actually fight, but he's actually leveling up rather quickly for some reason. Which is not always a very good sign, like... To be honest, that could mean we don't have any charcoal, darn it. Anyway, I need to fight this girl real quick. The one Pokemon that I do not want Millennium to fight. Okay, whatever. All the Pokemon that they can't fight, Dome actually can handle on these islands. So that's perfectly fine. Just wish he would be getting more crits. Anyway, time to, what's it called? Dome finally gets to shine. Yes, but he's just doing, like, pickup on what everyone else can't do for it. But, I mean, at least he's getting a little bit of screen time. Like, he's been completely in the background this entire time, up until now, but at least he's doing something. Like, a little bit. And we're back to Bulbasaur fighting again. Millennium had something better than Ember to use, but these are Bulbasaurs, so it shouldn't really matter that much. I mean, I do have Overheat, but that is a bit of a gamble. Like, I'm gonna see how much an Ember does, just to clarify it. Nope, it does not do a lot. But I can mitigate this with a little bit of experimentation. I'm gonna see if 2 overheats is not too much. Just, next time I come through here, and am going back to the Pokemon Center. Because I know one of them definitely will do the trick, because, well, that. Right there, but the harshly felt SP attack, that's a little bit concerning. You know what I mean? I keep saying that. Flash Ice, that scene from the anime where May had her combustion use Overheat over and over again. Yeah, and it just turned into like little tiny sparks of fire. Got one more Psychic just for this occasion. Probably should not risk fighting any other flying-type Pokemon on this island, because, my goodness, there are a lot of Pidgeotto here. Right, we're all healed up. Time to go back to EV grinding. And you know what? I don't really need to go back all that often, now that I think about it. Like, I only need 3 Psychics, really. Like, throughout all of this. I can use Egg Bomb on literally everything else. Let's see how Egg Bomb does. Just on the wild Pokemon that I need to fight. I mean, it doesn't do good that one time right there. Ay, ay, ay. These Bellsprout, they can't actually attack, but okay, good. Well, that the EVs I got from fighting those Mankeys, they paid off. Thank goodness. Became healthy, there we go. But anyway, anything else you want to talk about? I'm just trying to get a conversation going at this point. Just gonna use the VS Seeker. Darn it! The one flaw in my plan. Sometimes they're not interested. They give me the old Squall. I mean, not Squall. Well, kind of Squall, but Cloud, I mean. Okay, I got 3 trainers on the screen this time. And they all wanted it. Thank goodness. Dang, forgot about that. Yeah, same here. Kind of. the VS Seeker, it's not 100% reliable, but when it is, it works. Alright. Seriously, literally, nothing is beyond discussion at this point. Get even more philosophical like I was getting in the beginning of this, like... what's it called? Kinda wish the VS Seeker would return. Yeah, me too! Like, I was talking about this earlier, like, to myself, but, like, at the same time, the way that the Pokemon games have gotten, like, the handholdiness with the, what's it called? The experience share. Like, it's kind of unnecessary because of all the experience you get. Like, your Pokemon are gonna be level 70 by the end of the game, but at the same time, it would be good to consistently be able to fight literally like everyone else in the game. Again, like you could in this game. Except for in gyms, of course. Because those trainers are a part of a challenge. Like, you're not supposed to fight them again afterwards. But, like, every other trainer, like, come on. You know what I mean? But anyway, the other way that I got kind of, what's it called? I guess you would say kind of childish, like, at the beginning of the stream, I was talking about, Palma's face right there. She looks like a stoner, my goodness. I was like, is it getting, what's it, like, high off of its own leaves? But, at the same time, I thought that was ridiculous because it's like a palm tree. It's palm trees, but like... The question that I didn't have anyone else to, like, bounce that off of is, like... Basically, can Palm be drug? That face makes you ask that question, kind of. If you look at it too long, and I have been looking at it way too long. My goodness. Like, I got plenty of PP, I can just run around again at this point. Like, I don't need to switch from Poma. Well, am I crazy to be thinking that? Even. Of course, is Executor Palms. Well, yes. You do have to take into account that it's like a magical Pokemon thing, it's not an actual palm tree. Like, we're not making candy bars out of it's oil. It could potentially be used for way more illicit things. Maybe. I mean, can it, like... Yeah, like, Executor can learn, like, Stun Spore and Sleep Powder, and it can learn, what's it called, Poison Powder, like... Like, you've got the Weed, the Crocodile, and the... what's it called? The crack all at once. My goodness. Like, if Pokemon were more mature series, like, you can make a lot of jokes about those three moves in particular, and the Pokemon that can learn them. 'Cause, my goodness, what's his name? Like, Bellsprout looks like a freaking bong. That's an easy, immature joke right there. At least we're getting Kingler out of this. That's the most experience, like, out of literally any other trainer in this entire game. BRB, okay. Perfectly fine. But I wish, what's it called, though? They used to... They took out the ability to... For, like, the... What's it called? The day and night cycle. Like, and it's broad daylight all the time, so it's, like, infuriating to use Solar Beam. Like, if you think about it. This is like, it was supposed to have the day-night cycle, it was supposed to actually be faster in the daytime than it was in the nighttime. They took it out. For whatever reason. Because, I guess because the original Leaf Green and Fire Red... I mean, original Red, Green, Blue, Yellow, they didn't have a day-night cycle, but come on! The series had gotten to that point. We all know it to be true. I just really need to go in and out right there. Alrighty, let's try this again. Like, I just thought of that because we're doing Poma. Like, these three trainers in particular, they're actually perfect for this. One step ridiculous. Thank goodness all of them took it again. But I am going to be using every single last one of, what's it called? Solar Beam on this Kingler if I can. So that is a lot of experience. That is nothing to sneeze at. Go ahead, use Harden. That actually... that makes my day a lot better. Don't have to stop and re-up with water. My goodness, but unfortunately, there might be diminishing returns with this place, because these guys are little kids. Like, they will not be giving a lot of prize money. So, what's it called? Going to be a bit of a problem. Honestly. Just a little bit of a problem. If I keep having to heal. You know what? Instead of wasting Psychic, I am going to... what's it called? I'm going to use Solar Beam on Poliwhirl, because I know that Egg Bomb is not going to work on him. But maybe it will work on Poliwag. Is my thought process. Like, we really gotta see. Yep, that's enough. Okay, good. Like, at this point, I don't have to worry about wasting anything. Perfectly fine. In fact, amazing. Gonna battle again? Yes. Okay, now I figured out how to optimize all of this. Like, Palma is strong enough to just Egg Bomb everything that's not evolved. They'll give me a few more moves and like mitigate me having to go back to the Pokemon Center. Thank goodness. Like, in fact, I'm gonna go back to the Pokemon Center. Well, actually, never mind. But if I only have to use Solar Beam on, well, yeah, I actually kind of have to go back to the Pokemon Center. 1 second. And I'm gonna give a little bit more love to Millennium because of, what's it called? I kind of have to at this point. There we go. Should be 100 steps, or at least close to it. There we go. But now it's time to experiment. Let us find out that if indeed I'm able to use Overheat twice in a row and like get away with that on these Bulbasaurs, because that would certainly speed things up. Millennium can't properly train here because it's mostly Water-type Pokemon users. And like, Millennium has absolutely no coverage for that, but at the very least, Millennium could fight on the way back. And he has some pretty good opponents for that as well. Okay, I can get away with 2 Overheats, thank goodness. But yeah, like, he does not have the moves or the typing to doing a lot of fighting here. But he can do a little bit. And that will mitigate the amount of time that I actually need to be fighting. In fact, I'm wondering if I should just, what's it called? You know what, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm only gonna have Millennium fight the Bulbasaur trainer. Or the Bulbasaur Ivysaur trainer. Because that's 5 Overheats, and they'll leave me with 1 more to get back to the Pokemon Center. And that will also leave... what's his name? I mean, what's her name? That'll leave Palma with all her Psychics for the fights ahead. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna stick with that. Hopefully. Yep! Rapidash's Ember is pretty much good enough for everything here, so I could have Millennium out for the approach. Just not the actual main meat of this route. Unfortunately. But thank goodness that Kingler doesn't know Vice... I mean, not Vice Grip, what's it called? Guillotine. I do have to say that. Well, finally found the optimum grinding strategy here. So it's only a matter of time before Millennium and, what's his name? Palmer up, like, ready to go. Then I can switch to, what's his name? Morpheus real briefly, and then get him finally up to snuff, because he can also fight Kingler. He's got... Morpheus is a special defense tank. Like, and, any of Kingler's physical attacks, they wouldn't do that much either. In all honesty, they would not. Because Morpheus is very squishy. He's got a ton of health. Like, he's squishy in a good way. I am just going to have Millennium out and fight a wild Pokemon. Just to really get that level out of the way real quick. There we go. I mean, I'm calling it as if I won immediately, but you know I'm going to win at this point. Oh. Sometimes Ember will fail. But certainly won't against the Venonat. Just gotta hope I don't get a Pidgey, I guess. Then I'll be fine. But anyway, what's it called? Time to switch out to Pulma once again and get back to business. Hopefully the VS Seeker has refilled by now. 17! Okay, whatever. There we go. That's enough. That was at least 30. Darn it, only one. But, you know, whatever, it's fine. I'm only using one Psychic on this, like, I've got the optimum route at this point. We're all good. Because we know for a fact that this Bellsprout in particular will die to one, what's it called? Egg Bomb, and since it's an Aroma Lady, she'll just be using Sweet Scent. So it's perfectly fine. It doesn't matter that Pulma will be easier to hit. It's grass types. You're back. Hey, welcome back. While you were gone, I found the optimum way to do this. That's how it goes. It goes well. We've almost got Pulma to 50. And, what's it called? I found out that most of the Pokemon there, they can go down to Egg Bomb, so that's going to mitigate trips to the Pokemon Center. Just need to run around a little bit to re-up the VS Seeker, but I've gotten the hang of this, and I've doing this optimally now. It took a little bit of time, but I finally did it. I wish I had a scope lens to give to Pulma just to make all of our attacks not miss and just further optimize this, but unfortunately I do not at this point. But it's okay because she can deal with like, literally everything on this route. Thank goodness Mudshot doesn't lower, what's it called? Like, accuracy. Like, Mud Slap does. That's what I got to say about that. That would make this battle a nightmare, but fortunately, that Kingler knows Mud Shot instead of Mud Slap, so yeah. A bunch of Pulma's moves, like, her weakness is that her weaker moves, like Egg Bomb, like, 1 second, I gotta show you real quick. And even one of her stronger moves, like, Solar Beam. Like, look at the accuracy on it. Like, Psychic's 100%, but Egg Bomb's only 75, and Solar Beam, I mean, it's 100, but it can still miss at 100. But Egg Bomb is especially risky. Have to say, when playing this, you assumed that Mud Slap got replaced with Mud Shot. Nope, it did not. Two totally separate moves. One of them is basically Sand Attack, but it does a... like, what's it called? Sand Attack, but it does a tiny bit of damage, and Mud Shot is... it does a ton of damage. And lowers your speed for some reason. When your signature move is slightly inaccurate, yeah. Gotta worry about that. Because it also only has 10 PP, so... it's only gonna help mitigate a little bit of the Pokemon Center trips, but... it will help a little bit. Our way to battle again. I read it again. The fact that you never saw anyone in this game use Mud Slap caused you to think that. Well, that's probably because of, they were trying to emulate Gen 1. Probably. Like, as close as they possibly could, but... still having Signal Beam for some reason. I'm not gonna completely let that go. Like, Klondike has Signal Beam. But I guess that was... like, I actually had to work to get Klondike to know a Gen 3 move. So I can't complain too much about that. But I do have an answer for Alakazam because of that. Because even though Klondike is not an actual bug type, Klondike has decent special attack and Signal Beam is pretty strong. And it may cause confusion, so like, all the better. Signal for help. Of course, yes. But, what's it called? Also, Klondike is kind of a special defense tank, so... it could probably take at least one blast from Alakazam's Psychic, I would hope. And if not, I've got Morpheus. But, like, I've got a backup answer in Klondike. Because, as you may remember, and I'm going to show this off again because it's been a while, I gave Morpheus Shadow Ball. So, 2 answers for Alakazam. I'm a little bit afraid of Alakazam, just because Psychic. And it having, like, the highest special attack stat in the game aside from Mewtwo. So yeah, you think you remember that? Yeah, of course you remember that. The reason that Blue has Alakazam is because Psychic used to be the strongest type in Gen 1. In fact, the best move in Gen 1 was Psychic. So there's that to worry about. Oh, thank goodness it missed. There we go. I don't want to use items if I can avoid it. Because those are a little bit expensive to replace, even though I'm getting a little bit of money from doing this, I'm not getting that much. Like, how much money do I have at this point? Like, to replenish my water supply? I've got enough. But still, I would want to mitigate that. Because it's not an unlimited supply, and... I would have to do more battles in order to get more money to do that. Yeah, I've got plenty of money. I know, but... still, I am a little bit worried. And kind of rightly so. I accidentally used Egg Bomb on Weepin' Bell. Thank goodness it critical hit, though. Okay, that just saves more Psychics. That's perfect. Accidentally worked in my favor. Very glad about that. You know, I'm gonna do one fight in here. We've been going in and out of this place, like, over and over again. And there are actually a few Pokemon in here that are worth it, like this Weeping Bell, for example. But I'm actually gonna test to see if that's a fluke in here. Nope, Egg Bomb is just strong enough for... Okay. Never mind. We've done enough leveling that Egg Bomb is the strong. So I guess I really don't have to worry about using Psychic until Egg Bomb is out. Okay, that's pretty good. I mean, I'm gonna have to do another test because, what's it called? This Weeping Bell is exactly 2 levels higher than that one, but I've got a feeling that it's gonna be fine. But we really need to abuse Palma's moves for all they're worth. X-Bomb's got the skill, it's got Nintendo power. You'll never catch it, it's like the Eiffel Tower. Yes, indeed. Actually, I have to use the bathroom soon. I drank all my water in the beginning of this because I wasted a lot of energy talking to myself, my goodness. I was a little bit panicked at the beginning of the stream for whatever reason. But I guess it's just a little bit of, like, the post-traumatic Nuzlocke experience. Because, like, returning to this game, like, the Nuzlocke has forever... Like, every time I turn it on, it's just gonna be a little bit... because of the experience that I've had with this entire time. But... it's not too bad. You understand. Yeah, I know. But we're down to using Psychics again, even though we got 8 of them, so it's not really going to be too bad. We're at least going to get this level real quick. Then once we're done with that, I might want to switch into Morpheus and, like, finish him out. So, we're not going to be going back to the Pokemon Center just yet. We've got a little bit of Morpheus action. After I'm done with this, and then we can switch back to Millennium, and then we can just optimize this as much as possible. Which is what I've been hoping for. I'm just gonna go back and forth with Solar Beam and Psychic. Like, I'm pretty sure Psychic is strong enough to beat Kingler at this point, but I'm gonna need to go back and forth to, again, like, optimize this. Like, Psychic's definitely strong enough to take out Poliwrath. I mean, Poliwhirl, excuse me. There we go. But anyway, anything else you want to talk about? I know I keep asking, but, like, eventually we'll turn this from a closed conversation to an open one. Hopefully. But, going back to this, I really want to replicate that one stream of this that I did when it was, like, just completely open conversation the entire time. Like, that was really fun. And that, like, took my mind off of the grinding. You know what I mean? And again, I said, you know what I mean, like, I need to stop doing that. But, ay. Alright, battery isn't charged. 2. I hate it when it does that. It's like, come on! It's just like 2 steps. You really needed me to do all that. It's a bit of laziness, even though it's just the 100 steps, but sometimes it's really infuriating when it does that. Like you said yesterday, you're thinking about streaming visual novel. You have 2 in mind, but not sure if anyone would be interested. I mean, I'm streaming a visual novel technically, even though I haven't played The World Ends With You in a while, but still, that would be cool. I mean, I can now stream The World Ends With You again, like later, like when I'm done with Pokemon. I can't go back to doing that. I have solved my problem with the not having 2 screens for doing that. I do now, in fact, have 2 screens. So I can't go back to playing The World Ends With You and doing optimally. Guess that's true. But there's also gameplay and stuff. This would be mostly just reading. Yeah, I know, like, The World Ends With You... like, in my opinion, it stands above all other visual novels, but that's only because... what's it called? It's only partially a visual novel, and mostly it's an RPG. Or at least it has a good 50-50 balance, like, perfect 50-50 balance of RPG and visual novel, like... As soon as you're bored of, or at least starting to get bored of a visual novel, it just straight back to RPG, and then vice versa. You know what I mean? And you're almost for about World Ends With You. Should definitely get back to that again. Yeah, true. Like, you saw how fast-paced that game is. Like, it tries not to make you bored. Despite the fact that it's literally like 50-50 RPG visual novel. But it certainly does that right. In my opinion. But, what visual novel did you have in mind? By the way. Or at least, visual novels, I should say, because you did say plural. When I have to conserve moves later on, that's gonna suck. Truly. Like, there is one move I know that Palma is going to, what's it called, have, like, throughout this. Like, do I have any more PP-ups? Is the question. Like, we've solidified that Palma is going to be here. No, we do not. Darn it. Okay, I'll just deal with it. Doki Doki Literature Club and Kiwata Shoujo. To be honest, you're not sure if streaming the latter would be a good idea. Why? I've heard of Doki Doki Literature Club a little bit. Like, I've heard some decent things. Like, it's a decent horror game. From what I've heard, but, what is Kiwata Shoujo? Like, I haven't heard of that before. Anyway, let's get back to King Luring. King Lure is the most important one that I get. Right here, that's a ton of experience. Morpheus and Shadow Ball. It kind of sucks that I have to turn off the animations for this grinding, but it certainly is speeding things up. It's just not Pokemon without the, what's it called, the animations, but we're not exactly playing Pokemon right now, we're just grinding. Pokemon is not the series that you're supposed to actually grind in. The only grinding that you might be doing is, like, against gym leaders and against the Elite Four. That's literally it. That's the only experience that you need. Like, the rest of the game, it's like perfectly fine that you don't do any grinding at all. Because of the nature of the game. But this game is supposed to be cheesed. You're not supposed to actually take it seriously and like, oh, things might die, I need to worry about that. But the whole point of the Nuzlocke challenge is that the game is not built for this. And it adds an extra level of difficulty, but at the same time, like, it kind of tears apart the basic concept of Pokémon. Like, this is supposed to be baby's first RPG, it's not supposed to be, like, a serious one. For the website, Hiso Nyaki, normal boy living normal life, turned upside down. Congenital heart defect forces him to move to a new school after long hospitalization. Despite difficulties, he's so able to find friends and perhaps love it. He's playing his cards right. That sounds like basic, what's it called? Visual novel. Played it before long ago. There's only one route you never finished. And I'm assuming that one's, like, rather sad or something. And that's why you are debating whether you want to actually stream it or not. Not sure, you think you went through the sad one, okay. So, like, I guess it's just whatever you want to do, like, it seems par for the course, from what I'm hearing. Like, I know Doki Doki Literature Club isn't exactly par for the course. Because it doesn't advertise itself as, like, a horror game, but that's not what it really is. That's the whole point of it, though. Guess it's more a case of you beat the 4 others, so you kind of know what to do. Yeah, I guess so. Like, going into a visual novel, if you've played it a million times, like, getting all the endings can be a little bit of a chore, and you sometimes just want to skip through everything. Because, like, I already know this part, I only want to see the part that I didn't do that, and, like, that's kind of the fundamental flaw of visual novels. Like, the story, you have to repeat most of it, like, many, many times, and, like, sometimes just make one different decision. In the whole pick-your-own-adventure bit of it. Sort of have spoilers for the brute you never played, but on the other hand, you would like to see it play out. Yeah, I know the feeling. So yeah. It's quite the dilemma. I'm not gonna lie, but either game is, like, good at the very least, so you don't have to worry about that. But I do see where you're coming from. Okay, what's it called? After Morpheus' next level, I'm gonna BRB and use the bathroom. Because that's getting a little bit annoying. Alright, thanks. No problem. Like, sometimes you just need, what's it called? Someone to bounce your ideas off of. To, like, fully confirm whether you should do something. But I get the thing. I mean, I get the point. What's it called? The scenario. At this point, I'm actually hoping that these guys don't level up. In all craziness. Because if they level up, then, what's it called? I would get a little bit more experience, but then I might not be able to beat them because my Pokemon are not in the 50s. At least the ones I need leveled are not. But yeah, there are times that you used to do that with Max. Since he left, it's kind of hard to get in contact with him. Yeah, I know. I haven't heard from him in a while either. Just to be honest. I'm sure he's doing alright. He did say things were getting kind of better last time that I spoke with him. So just gotta hope for that. Beyond that, you've been playing Pokemon Quest, you're trying to teach your Charizard Fire Blast, and if you can't do that, you got new Charmander and train him up. That sounds like it will take a lot of time, if that's not the case, but, so I guess I wish you luck on that. I haven't really gotten into Pokemon Quest myself. Really good to hear you all, like, heard what he's up to through your mother. Yeah, I figured. Wag coming out, and with that will be my the level that I need to use the bathroom. What was that noise? There we go. Ooh, nice. Finally a level where all the stats went up. Because move teaching is random. Probably to make it, like, pay to win or something, I'm assuming. But anyway, BRB. Like, I need to run downstairs real quick. Alright, I'm back. Also got a little bit of water, so I can begin the process anew. Can't even pay to win to get it move. Best you can do is pay to get 3 or more additional turns out of 5 to plus 1. You can get in-game store with in-game money. Oh, that sucks. But assuming it's a really good business model, at the very least, that'll squeeze a lot out of people without them complaining too much. Anyway, I'm gonna put Morpheus back on the sidelines again. I'm gonna save his last 2 levels for grinding Dome and Millennium. Whoops. Wrong button. Charmander has 4 moves it can potentially learn upon evolving. It can learn 3 more moves and upon another 3 upon becoming Charizard. Got it. So it kind of limits it, but like the pool of what it can learn. Though, so I guess that makes it a little bit more easy to get what you want, but yeah, every time you use the move too, your Charizard has 10 moves to potentially learn. Yeah. There's that also to take into consideration. That's what I was about to say. It's getting kind of old fighting this Kingler, but at the same time, it's... I've got nothing better I could fight. I mean, technically, actually, never mind. I can go back to Victory Road now. Like, 1 second, like, Palma's on par with, like, literally everything in Victory Road. I can get a ton of experience, and, like, I don't really need to worry about IVs at this point, because, like, I've done a ton of training already. So we're good here. Like, for the most part. I mean, I'll be coming back for Morpheus, but, we can do these last 6 levels of Palma and Victory Road. Now she can literally beat, like, just everything in there without having to worry about dying. I will, however, hit up this, Bulbasaur Venusaur trainer real quick. Though, because she's here. Like, on the way back, and I don't have Fly at the moment. There we go. Fortunately, you can only learn Fire Blast, the move that's trying to learn at the Charizard level, and every time you attempt to learn the move, the percentage of it learning a new one gets lower. Thus, forcing you to get another one and train it. Okay, got it. That kind of sucks. It's not as bad as, like, some of the newer free-to-play games that are coming out. Like, I've heard Blades is even worse than that, with the whole trying to suck money out of you. But that does sound like a little bit of a concern. Yeah, and I can just use another overheat on this Ivysaur because I've established that. Oh, of course, it could miss. Wait, what am I doing? Never need awakenings, never need to worry about sleeping, like, ever again. I almost forgot what game I was playing. Don't need to sit through that. Again, it missed. What the heck? Okay, we're just doing this the old-fashioned way. Millennium was poisoned. I'm gonna use a full heal this next turn. Or just win, and then use a full restore, because, yeah, stop missing, exactly. We don't want a dead horse. We're already beating a dead horse. We don't need an actual dead horse. There we go. Use the last antidote I have for some reason. And we can go back to... what's it called? Victory Road again. Thank goodness I have this under control, but at the same time, my lord. Just take out Palma for a while, put her back in. There we go. And now we can move on back to Victory Road. Because even though it used to not be as effective as trainers, now it is. Because Palma's now high enough level for it. Like, it will never be for, Damio Dome. Like, he's never going to be safe. That is one thing that is for absolute certain. I really should teach him Rock Slide. BRB. Well, actually, do I have any Rock-type moves to give him? He needs those now. If there are any. There are not. Darn it. Anyone like LGM here? Nope, no, they're not. What about Aerial Ace? That might be good for Damio Dome. Although I'm not sure what he would use it against. But certainly better than Harden. But that's neither here nor there. But I'll worry about that when I have to worry about it. Alright, we'll just get Palma back out. I wish Mitch could be part of my final team, so that I could fly around like all willy-nilly without having to really worry about anything, but it's fine. I need to go to the arcade and basically buy, what's it called, though? Like, charcoal and miracle seeds and, like, mystic waters, like, all that. I certainly need to before I actually challenge the league. That is imperative. Because I need to boost their stats, like, as best as I can. Well, I'm gonna take in sunlight, and if it self-destructs, that all the better. It can't kill me with a critical hit from its self-destruct. That much is certain. We'll only do 100 and, what's it called? Palma is well stronger than that. She's got the level, she got the... what's it called? You know, actually, I'm just gonna run from the Geodude. Specifically the Geodudes. Like, everything else it's fine, but, like, those things explode. And I think the higher levels have higher level Pokémon, usually. Just gotta hit this up from your mother. You might be losing electricity over there. The wires are frozen, the wind is picking up, so if you disappear, you know why. Okay, I got it. Sorry about that. I mean, sorry to hear that. But, you know, like, it's whatever. Nature happens. Now I remember why I wasn't in Victory Road. Ooh, finally a Sand Slash. If it happens, just so I know, in case I wonder why you left. Yeah, I got it. I'm only gonna be streaming for like an hour more anyway, so it's like, it's fine. It's just whatever. But thank you. Still all the same. I actually am going to, before I end the stream, I'm going to get on the, buying them all the battle items that they might need. Okay, yeah, this is not working. So it would only work if, what's it called? I'm going to try a Max Repel. At this point, I know it will stop working eventually, but I'm trying to hope that it's not. Like, maybe, just maybe a Pokemon strong enough will emerge. Like, I know some of the Onix get up to like 49. So, maybe. But if not, then we're kind of boned. We're just gonna have to hope RNG smiles upon us. You know what I mean? Because there's a ton of weak Pokemon here. Not gonna lie. Like, both Zubat and, Geodude, I can't bother fighting. They just don't give enough experience, and I don't want to waste my Psychic on them, or my Water. Because if I'm going to be purchasing the whole, shebang with the... What's it called? The stat boosting items. Then I'm going to be needing to save as much money as possible. Okay, now it's starting to pick up, thank goodness. Yeah, nothing doing Marowak. Even critical hits at this point, like from everything in here, nothing against Palma. I mean, they've got nothing on Palma. Thank goodness. I am going to be running into my what's it called, supply of fresh water, but it's fine. Still there? Yes, you are. Okay, then. Or maybe... I don't know. Yeah, if you're still here. Okay, like, if you could periodically sound off, then that would be appreciated, but if not, then... What's it all? That's okay too, but... that would help. In this situation. I know this isn't going to be very good for Palma's EVs specifically, because the majority of what I'm fighting is fighting types, but there are some rocks and some ground type Pokemon as well, so that will help with defense as well. Sorry about that, you were messaging another person. Like, I thought that it just immediately went out, like you said it was going to happen, and then I was like, nah, that probably won't happen in the time that I'm doing it, and then it immediately happens. Like, you know what I mean. I mean, we've gotten close at the very least. Cannot... Would have been funny in a way. Yeah, I know. The universe is like that sometimes. We just all have to deal with it. You know what? Actually, screw it. Bullet Seed. If a Geodude comes up, I'll at least have one thing to fight it with. And I have more PP for fighting, what's it called, rock types. I won't have to move on to Solar Beam until later. Like, Rock and Ground, that covers them. I mean, it takes a little bit either way, but... as you can see, that's viable. At least for the most part. If I can't wait a turn, Solar... what's it called? Bullet Seed is definitely a nice alternative to Solar Beam. Especially since it can crit. That just almost immediately sped things up. I'm loving that. Screw it, Egg Bomb. Ah, darn it, it didn't work. That one little bit of HP that's gone, that's kind of unnerving to me. I should probably equip Poma with what's all leftovers while waiting for this. My goodness, will you actually hit? There, finally. What was that all about? I know it's 60... what's it called? Like 60%, but my goodness. I mean, 75. Item give. Where'd it go? Ah, there it is. Got two of them, so it's a little bit of a mistake right there, but... And I can just give the other one back to Morpheus. There we go. That's a little bit dangerous. Actually, since I forgot to heal, I am going to switch out. It's a job for the dome. That would have been bad. Domino Dome's HP... it really scares me. Always. I will not be using him for, like, the rest of this cave. Or at least visit to the cave. Oh, my lord. It's always scary. Moonstone. Why would I try to use that? There we go. Certain Domino Dome will be alright. Against a Golbat, sure, why not? They don't start learning the scary moves until later. Like, you wouldn't know Crunch or, what's it called? Oh, that thing is faster than us. Should probably not have done that. But now I know. The RNG has shown a little bit of leniency, but no. Maybe this place isn't that so good for Palma. Not concerned about Nonix, though. It's just a ton of free experience right there. Because their sturdy doesn't actually work right now. Well, not a ton of free experience, apparently. Ah, darn it. But I really need to teach Domino Rock Slide. Like, I'm literally going to use... go back to Lavender Town and use Flash there. Like, seriously, just to teach Domo Rock type move. Unless he learns one on his own. Like, does he? That would be pertinent information to know, like... If you wouldn't mind looking that up. Or I could. Like, whichever would be more convenient. But does Domino don't like learn any moves? I know it's a bit of a dumb question, but like some of them, the Pokemon like barely learn anything once they evolve. So many Geodudes. But I've got Bullet Seed. And I accidentally used Psychic, darn it. And if I switch them around like I did earlier, that wouldn't work. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Alright, time for an Egg Bomb. Finally actually worked that time. You know what? I'm gonna look it up. Turn that on real quick. Go to the web. It might as well walk around while doing this. Gen 3. Got it. Alright, what will he learn? Metal Sound at 46, Ancient Power at 65. So he only learns one rock move. That really blows. Egg moves. You can learn Aurora Beam as an egg move. It's weird. Rock Tomb, Brick Break, Frustration. Oh, I don't think he can actually learn Rock Slide. Darn it. Oh, that's bad. Unless we get all the way to like level 65, it's not gonna be good. Ay, ay, ay. So I guess we're just going to have to deal with it. Okie dokie then. Anyway, I need to turn that off real quick. That really sucks. And we keep it moving. Sorry for that delay, but If we're not gonna have any rock moves, he can still learn, like, Surf or something. Yeah, I'll teach him Surf. And I'll give a pardon for that. There we go! Now he's viable. Or at least slightly more than he was before. That'll have to do until he can learn a rock move, and that won't be until, like, post-game, if at all. But I just... muscle memoried. Darn it. Okay, I'm just gonna go one more level, and then I'm going to call it for tonight. We made a lot of progress. Know what I mean? Just had to throw in one more of those. But then I will go get, what's it called? The stat boosting items. And then we can be done with all that. And I think 3 Island actually was a little bit better for grinding, so I'll go back there. At least it gave a placebo effect of it being faster. Either way. That is where we'll be headed next. After one more fight. Okay, I'm just gonna try for Bullet Seed and, like, hopefully get this done faster than... Nope! It's gonna be 2 turns. And hopefully Palma gets a little bit of HP from this next level up. Yep, thank goodness. Alright, actually, how much... like, how close is Klondike to his next level? Jeez, Klondike's almost at, like, 50. Okay. It's pretty good. I have to admit. But, what's it called? I will be dealing with, not grinding at the moment. I'm gonna re-up on, just the items. With Pokemon. I've been using a ton trying to get through all this, but it's perfectly fine. May I help you? Yes, you may. Going to need... How many full restores like that? I'm gonna need at least 10. There we go. That's all I really wanted. Like, from there at least. But I also gotta go back to 2 Island. Make no mistake of that. And then I need to gamble and... well, quote-unquote gamble, but really just, like, buy tokens. See if I can get any stat-boosting item whatsoever. Then I'll have to deliberate on which one needs it the most. It's a little bit hard. Can't tell you how great for... people throughout and change their attitudes about Kanto people, and I'm from Kanto. You see that people throughout help me add to my merchandise. Ooh, good. He sells more. And that's all we can do. At the moment, like, jeez. Apparently I'm not good on money. So I guess we could do a little bit of gambling. Like, I'm gonna see if it's worth it even. Because 1 second, like, I need to check the prices of like charcoal and stuff like that. Got 1 coin. Exactly 1 coin. Charcoal, miracle seed. Okay, it's 1,000. So yeah, I could theoretically buy that, or get enough for that like in one go. Like, 1 second right here. Got 500 coins. Let's find the broken one. Because I already forgot which one's broken. They all have different odds, though. But I always play by the broken one. Out of order, this one's broken. I got it. Okay, there's a ton of 7s on this one, so I just gotta hope it pays out. And I gotta be a little bit more patient. Ah, darn it! There's a little bit of a delay, so pardon that, but eventually this will pay out. It's not like an actual vending, excuse me, slot machine. Like, it actually will pay out eventually. I wish I could do the buttons, like, in the order that I want to, like you can in the DS game. Like, in the DS game, the buttons were... what's it called? You press whatever one you want in whatever order, and it would stop whatever slot. But you have to go from left to right every time, and it, like, screws you up. In this one... But this is gambling, though. So, like, you're not guaranteed to win. I mean, you can increase your odds by playing on the broken machine like I am doing, but... Or at least next to the broken machine. But that's half placebo. And half it actually works that way, and half placebo. I'll get the 300 eventually, but... but I just need 2 of them. Or 5 rockets! Well, that's not happening. That's gonna be hard. Ah, darn it. You can control it slightly. And it's best if it lands like that. Ah, darn it, no. Sometimes it's better to spam it, but that's only if you have a disposable income. Which I do not. It could have at least given me the rocket and given me false hope by resetting my earnings. Darn it. Okay. If I go to 300, I'm not going to play anymore. Like, I'm just gonna have to go without charcoal or anything. But if I get a 300, then I'm going to keep playing for a little bit longer. Going easy on me. Yes! Finally! Thank you, Broken Machine. I told you, you just gotta wait. 3, 4, 5. Ah, darn it! I tried counting it. But you actually have to keep your eyes on it and, what's it called? Pay attention. Because you're doing this manually. It's not like an actual slot machine where it stops on its own and just pays out after like a million rolls. Like, this is actually a game of skill. It's deceptively not a slot machine, kind of. Like, it still has a little bit to do with odds, but this one you actually can manipulate a little bit. There we go. There's my spending money for getting the 300 I need. But never actually... well, actually do take me to Vegas. The sunken cost fallacy doesn't apply to me. I can actually set limits on myself. And follow through with them. Like, I've got a lot more wiggle room at this point, so I don't really have to, but I still am. Believe it or not. And we need the last one on top. Ah, darn it! Timed it wrong. Like, you only want to actually time it when the first 2 sevens actually line up, though. Like, one of the secrets to this is just, like, spamming it. Kind of. Like, you do need to pay a little bit of attention to where the 7 is. But not really. Like, if you see a 7 coming, then, that is your cue to kind of spam. As I said, there's a bit of a technique to this. Ah! So close. Like, to some people this is going to be the best part of the stream, to others it's going to be the worst. Okay, this is a good spot. There we go! I will not spend any more than what's necessary, but if I can get another 1,000, I will try. But I will stop when I get out of the 40s. I mean, spend this 40. If it's gonna stop giving me luck. Well, quote-unquote luck. Like I said, you need a sharp eye for this. You can see where it is, and it stops almost instantly. Only sometimes will it roll. But the only problem is, like, you've only got a middle of a second to react. It's like frame-perfect stuff. I used to be able to do it better, but that was because I was doing it on a Game Boy with like a tiny little screen. You see things a little bit better. And there's no slight delay. Might be... I'm getting into territory where I might need to cut my losses. Oh. 3, 4... No! Oh, darn it. I don't know why I'm counting. You don't actually have to count. Sometimes it helps it keep you on the tempo, I guess. But honestly, it's easier to get the 7s than the, what's it called, the rockets. If one thing's for certain. Come on, let me lose! Give me a win! Is this what's going on in my mind right now? Okay. There we go! Okay, I'm definitely getting more than just charcoal. Yuki's definitely gonna need it. That's what I'm thinking. Ah, so close. But now that I've won, I am going to be more likely to... Ah, I should have actually taken the time to line that up. Oh, are you kidding me? The one time I accidentally don't select all of it is the one time that the 7s line up. You only want to do diagonal lineups, though. Or straight across from the top. Every other type of lineup is very difficult. Take it from me. But it's getting kind of late. I might actually come back to this later. If I don't start winning soon. And by that I mean like winning a ton. Because I know I'm going to win a little bit because this one's the rigged machine. So it has a lot of easy lineups. Or at least the easiest lineups in the arcade. Like, this is something that I'm actually really disappointed that they left out of, what's it called? Like, Let's Go. Like, both Let's Go games. They had the game corner, but they didn't bring back the slots. It's really disappointing. Like, I know that one was supposed to be, like, super kid-focused one, but... Come on. You had it in literally all the other games. Like, all the other, like, remakes of this game. It's a shame that they took it out. Okay, when I fall to 300, I'm going to stop. Just cut my losses, come back later. Alright, there we go. Okay, so I'm definitely getting a Mystic Water. Like, there's no doubt about that. Alrighty. What are the other prizes? No, I do not want the smoke ball. Yellow flute. Darn it. Well, I don't want one of those. But we finally got Yuki an item. And that's all that matters. Like, he's got bad special, attack stat, but... And water goes off of special, and his moves are pretty much all special except for Earthquake and, Hyper Beam, but... What's it called? He's got a little bit of special attack. For when he needs it, this will make up for that. This is a 10% increase, I believe. Or maybe 15% increase. I forgot how it maths. But the Mystic Water definitely will pay dividends. In the long run, mark my words. Anyway, I'm going to just fly back to Vermilion City real quick. Get out, what's his name? What's her name? Palma. And then I'll be cutting it there. So, when in doubt and when out of money, gamble. If you're good at it. At this game. That will certainly help you. But if anyone needed a stat booster, it was Yuki. Anyway, that's a save, and that's almost 40 hours in this game. But that's gonna be it for the day. Good night.